This is the top 3 with Anthony.
What's up, y'all? I'm Anthony Hackett. Today I'm going to give you the top 3 things that Adventist churches have to stop doing. Reciting the 4th commandment every single week. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. 6 days shall thy labor and do all thy work. But on the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Do y'all understand how that looks to a visitor when they come into your church for the first time and they see everybody doing that? It kind of look like this. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. 6 days shall thy labor and do all thy work. Listen, I get it, okay? One of the foundational things the Adventist church is based on is the 7th day Sabbath. I get it. I understand. But for you to recite that same commandment every single week, it makes it look like you put more emphasis on the Sabbath than Christ. Because when you repeat something, it gets stuck in people's heads. So whatever it is that your church is repeating to its members every single week, that's probably going to be the very thing that sticks with them the most. So why are you not repeating?
For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
John 3:16.
But God showed his love for us in this, that while yet we were still sinners, Christ died for us.
Romans 5:8.
By grace you have been saved.
Ephesians 2:5. Listen, if you're going to put something on repeat, why not it rather be the name of Jesus? Allowing bad children's stories. Now, I know I had this listed as number 2, but this has got to be one of my biggest pet peeves, is when the church lets somebody get up there and tell a horrible children's story. Listen, the children's story is just as valuable as every other part of the service. You don't just let anybody get up there to preach. You don't just let anybody get up there to sing. Okay, well, some of y'all do, but, you know. Shouldn't do that either. Look, the point I'm making is that children's storytellers need to be trained just as much as anybody else that's going up there. If you don't know how to sing, then you don't need to be singing. If you don't know how to preach, you don't need to be preaching. If you don't know how to tell a good story for kids, you don't need to be telling a story for kids. Our children deserve better, man. Using the number of baptisms as a measure of your church's success. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a conversation hearing this. We had 13 baptisms today. Oh, that's all? I mean, because, you know, we had 22. I mean, it's not a big deal, but, you know, 22 is kind of bigger than 13, you know. Yeah, I mean, 22 is good and all, but, you know, last quarter, we racked in 137 baptisms. 137, eh? All right. That's cool. That's cool. Try 315. This guy. Look, man, I get it, okay? Anytime we get a baptism, anytime someone decides to give their life to Christ, that is something to be celebrated. That's something we should share. That's something that everybody should know. So I'm not talking about people sharing the good news of a baptism. I'm talking about those who use baptism as a measure of your church's success. If you don't get a certain number of baptisms this month, or this quarter, or this week, or this year, something's going wrong with your church? No! Listen, baptisms is a beautiful thing. But once we start using it as a measure of success to how great this pastor is, or how great this church is, or how great this conference is, we start to lose focus on the point of a baptism, which is to celebrate the soul that is coming to Christ, not the man or the church that dipped them in the water. Message! As with any other church in the world, the Adventist church has some things that they can improve. But although a church may have some things it needs to work out, the fact is that the church is the most beautiful place a person can go to seek Jesus, to seek God, to seek a relationship with Him. Don't allow your top 3 issues that you have with your church to negatively affect you having a relationship with God. Thank you guys for watching, man. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. If you're new to this channel, of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to leave me a comment giving me your top 3 suggestions that you want me to take on and do.
This is the